gonna take a few seconds for my legs to get underneath. I look like I haven't had a home in a long time, you know? What's up, guys? So, day one of the vlog prep peak week. We were actually at the gym, and I thought it was a good idea to kind of put this in, because just to show you guys, like, when you get really low body fat, when you get to a point where, you know, like you're not eating as much and your brain's not getting enough nutrients, you forget shit. And so we were getting at the gym to hit the last workout here on home soil, and I just forgot my gear and my water and everything at home. So we were just so like focused on getting the workout in that we just forgot everything at home. And we were actually at the gym. So now we're on the way back. We're gonna go get my stuff. We're doing the last workout on home soil, and we're doing the last leg workout before Tampa. So I thought, you know, we thought it was a good idea to kind of get that out of the way. Tomorrow we're traveling, so it might not be like the best thing to stress about that tomorrow, just get settled in. But today we're gonna get that out of the way. We got 2 meals in. I got a busy day also with clients, so yeah, we had to kind of like improvise today, but we got to get it done. Not a low day, kind of like a medium day for food. So we're going to be fueled up. We're going to be ready to push. And because it's so far out from the show, we're going to be able to be a little bit less conservative on training intensity. You know, I kind of feel it when I'm in a good place to give it a good shot. And today I feel good. We slept good. Nick arrived like yesterday, so we're all set up for the week. And we're going to show you everything what we're going to go into today. We're going to go get my stuff, and then I'll show you guys what we're going to be hitting for legs. Package is secured. Oh fuck, it's out of order. We're gonna use that one. All right, so abductor machine. So usually I use this one, but that one's broken, so we're gonna use this one. So starting off, warming up, we're gonna do some regular sets, but I use these machines, this abductor machine and abductor machine, to open up the hips, make sure that the knees are well prepared for what we're going to be doing in terms of quad work and hamstrings. I love starting with these, and I'm not saying when I'm saying warming up doesn't mean that I'm going light. It just means that I like starting off with these movements while I'm, you know, not warm, like not fresh yet. So today we're still going to be doing heavy sets, but it's all about getting control, not getting hurt. We're a week out now, 7 days. So the point right now is not to do anything crazy, but it's to get a good contraction and not sacrificing performance. So making sure that performance stays high throughout this whole process. So while you build this physique and you got in shape for a show, there's no point in just changing everything just because you're peak week. Like, this is what got you there. So keep doing what you're doing. Do it smart, but keep doing what you're doing. It's not about losing performance just because now you have a show coming up. Keep training like you're training. Make sure that the intensity stays high, and just be aware of that your body is a little bit more fragile than it is normally. But that doesn't mean that you have to train like a pussy. Like, just train hard. Just make sure that like you're keeping the intensity high, and the weights shouldn't really drop that much just because you're peak week. I think a lot of people have this misconception of like, okay, we're peak week, so let's just drop all the weights and just do 20 reps. Like, why would you train your training? This is what got you there, right? So you look great. Keep doing what you're doing. Just make sure that you do it safe. That's it, you know? feels kind of awkward, but I like it. It feels good. It's a little weird because it doesn't go outside. It kind of pushes your hips lower. So you kind of like dip down here. But it really gets your abductors and also your the top of your glute there. So get some nice striations for the show. They're in now, so you guys should see some pretty good conditioning on stage. Like the glutes are in, they've been in for a couple weeks now. Now it's just like refining, getting the water out as well. Like we're kind of still looking a little bit of water on top. So when we flush all of that out, carved up also, it's gonna start looking good. So abduction's done. We're gonna do adductors. So how you adjust the pad for these movements, the furthest you are from the actual pattern of movement, the harder it's gonna be. So now that I'm leaning it back a little bit, it's gonna be a lot harder than if I'm closer to the weight, right? So, not to like, but I maxed out this machine a while ago. So now the more I'm trying to like make this exercise harder, then I'm gonna pull my weight a little bit more further back and actually controlling it now. And I'll probably be able to put a little more weight than what it's on here. But again, at this point, I'm not trying to just add weight on the machines. I just wanna make sure that I'm getting a really hard contraction and we're putting maximal effort. That's it. But again, it's all about like making sure we're not getting hurt. We're warming up properly. That's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna warm up and then we'll see where we go with that. Oh, fuck. Oh. Whew, I'm warmed up now.
Bro, your face on prep is so different.
Look good, eh?
I'm like zoomed in and I can see so much.
Yeah, no, I think it looks worse now because I literally have a beard like I get.
You look like a goat.
Bro, I look like I haven't had a home in a long time, or a meal for that matter. Yeah. I've had a lot of days in this prep that I felt really dead, but I think my energy level is pretty high. Not high, I'm not gonna say high, but it's constant because I think I see the end of the tunnel, Like when you're 3 weeks out, I think that's when you feel the shittiest because you're almost done, but you still have 21 days more and you feel like you're gonna die a little bit. So, but at this point when there's a week left and I'm excited for getting on the plane tomorrow, I think it's a little bit easier to get through the workouts, And I'll be honest, I had a little bit more food. Like this was probably the easiest prep I've ever had, really. But there's no easy prep. Like there's still times in prep that you need to dig a little bit harder. And I've been working with Dorian for this prep, and like there was weeks where it's like, okay, you know what, this week we want to like dig down to this much, right? And we go until we get there. And then after that, we can kind of ease off. And it's kind of like a push and pull thing in prep. People that look really good and look really fresh, oftentimes the last weeks are not the hardest because that's the point. You should be in shape a month out. The last weeks, it's kind of just to chill, ease off the cutting drugs, ease off the stress, of that, ease off of the cardio. Like I was doing a lot more cardio earlier on in prep. Now I'm doing almost none, or like 20 minutes a day maybe sometimes. Like today I didn't do any because I was doing legs. So it really depends where you are in prep, but I think the proper way of doing this, how I coach as well, is kind of like the hard part shouldn't be at the end and trying to rush down because then your body's gonna look tired on stage. You're not gonna catch up on like weeks and weeks and weeks of prep in 3 days when you carb up. It's more about like how you're able to like replenish and make the body come alive at the end. That's what really makes a difference. But that you'll see that a lot in amateur shows when guys come in, they're really, really tired. At this level, I think guys kind of like have that down. Like they come in, they know that, one thing, like if you want to win shows at this level, you need to have energy on stage. You can't show up and dead tired, can't pose, can't flex. Like, these things happen when you're really, really tired. So, but if you're able to like maintain energy and kind of conserve when you get close to the show while getting more in shape, which is what we're doing right now, I think that's what's going to really yield. And again, like, we're going to see it on stage, right? We're going to see the difference between what I look like at my last amateur show when I turned pro, and now my pro debut, right? All right, so lying leg curl, first exercise for hamstrings. I like starting off with a couple of hamstring exercises before I do quads. So we're gonna warm up, and after that we'll see where we go with that. Like I said, we wanna make sure we're getting high intensity sets, but we don't wanna overdo it either, so we'll see how this goes.
We'll tan in Tampa.
What?
We're gonna tan in Tampa.
Yeah, in the sun. Last time I was in Florida. I think it was for the Olympia. It's been a few years, 2 years, I think. Yeah. It was at the Olympia. I had a guy competing in the wheelchair division. Yeah, Woody. Yeah, that was a fun time. Vegas too was really fun. Oh no, it was in Vegas. Yeah, the last Olympia I wasn't in Vegas. No, so I haven't been in Florida in a long time. Atlantis, seated leg curl. 2-3 sets. We'll see how it goes. That's a little light.
That's so nasty.
I'm still kind of white, but
Yeah, you're white.
the calves are getting me. After that, we're gonna go get some quads. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna suck, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna start out with quads. I'm not a huge fan of leg extension. It's not necessarily a staple for me, but now that we're gonna go on the squat before, I'd rather get all the blood into it and like actually do some pre-fatigue. So for pre-fatigue today, we're gonna do 100 reps of leg extension. And then after that, we're gonna go on the squat machine that I really like here. So this is kind of like a personal challenge I've been doing for a good part of the prep. So I kind of put a weight, and then every time that I do the leg day, which was once a week, I would add 5 pounds, and I would do the same 100 reps that I would do. Now, I'm not saying I don't stop. I do stop, but I don't take my feet off the pad. So the blood in the lactic acids, wow. The lactic acid, Jesus Christ. This is what prep training is. So the lactic acid stays into the legs because you're forcing basically the blood to stay in there, versus if you kind of like pull it out, or I'm gonna try to not lean forward too much, but it might happen. But yeah, so you want to try to keep as much blood in there. And after that, we're gonna hydrate a little bit because there's gonna be a lot of like buildup here. Make sure electrolytes are in, and then we're gonna go do some squats. Okay. We're not even halfway there. Oh, fuck, that's a bitch. Oh. 43, 44, 45, 45. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, that sucks.
Come on, you got more?
Yo, this fucking hurts. Oh, 21 left.
Come on.
Okay, I'll take a little break. I'm gonna try to fucking smash as much as I can. That's the thing. It's I'm stopping, but it's still, it's not going away. That's what's hard. Like the acid lactic acid is still there. My French and English is fucking mixing up. All right, I'm warmed up. It's gonna take a few seconds for my legs to get under me now. Ah, shit. We're gonna do one set, 4 plates, and then we'll see. Normally 4 plates is, I don't know, after leg extension like that, might be a little harder than I think, but okay. A little bit heavier than I thought it would. I'll be able to handle a little bit more. Whew. Do a drop set. See now, what I was saying before? I don't feel like I would do another third good set. So instead, I'll finish off this set with a drop set. So I'll get a little bit more than 2 sets. Yeah. That's enough. So done with squats. We actually did 2 sets, and the last set we kind of did a double drop set. So all in all, I didn't feel like putting more weight would have done any good because the 5 plates felt heavy. So at that point, I was just like, you know what? I'll just do a drop-off set where I'm getting more squeeze than just adding more weight and putting myself at more risk, right? So that's what I was talking about at the beginning, like being smart, you know? It's like the intensity's still there. I'm fucking, you know, I'm killing it, but it's just making sure that you're not putting yourself in a position where you have potentially risk of getting hurt, right? There's always risk. Obviously, I'm not gonna say anything actually, just because the workout's not done, but anything can really happen. It's just, you wanna make sure that when you're at this point, you feel like, you know what, maybe I should back off. It's not gonna really give me any benefit to try something new, you know, at this point. Yeah, it's just making that decision on the point. And so now we're gonna go on leg press. Same idea, get a good squeeze. Now the hard compound is done, so let's just get some reps in. Fucking, I can't even contract my quad. Shit. Woo. Oh, shit. Nothing left. Okay, lunges to finish out quads. Then I think we'll call it a day for quads. That's it. Oh. All right, quads are done.
Done with quads?
Yeah, a little dizzy. Main difference also this year is I'm prepping in a new environment too. Being at Pure Muscle, last time I was prepping for a show, I was in Montreal, and I was pretty much the only open bodybuilder in Quebec, you know, at that point. So, well, I mean, there's other open bodybuilders, but I mean, like, in terms of like that caliber. So now that I'm here, then I have guys that I'm competing against that are training in the same gym. And when I say competing against, I'm not saying like potentially, I mean like Mo, Quentin, we're all doing the same show this year. So what's cool is that there's like kind of like a little unspoken rivalry that we're kind of all like into. We still train, like I train with Morgan sometimes as that, but they're still at the point where we're like, and we told each other, you know, it's like on stage, we're going to be battling out. And if you're in my way, you're in my way, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's what's cool is like, you're in this environment. And if we're not even just talking about open bodybuilding, but the environment of being here in Toronto, there's a lot of competitors, a lot of pros, you know, so it puts you in a different mindset that if I see guys that are next to me that I know are trying to beat me, well, for me, obviously it's a bigger motivation for me to not slack off and this, that, like, it's hard to put yourself in a position where you're like, oh, I'm gonna slack off when I know that the guy next to me is not slacking off, you know what I mean? And this is mutual, it's for them too, like, and I've, you know, Quentin's actually told me this, he's like, yeah, I'm happy you guys came here because it motivates me to train harder because now there's bigger guys that are here at the gym and like motivating me to train harder. So it's a really cool atmosphere here. Like it's a very relaxed atmosphere, even though there's on stage, it's still a competition. But at the end of the day, when the show's gonna be done, whoever finishes on top, we're all gonna go eat after and we're gonna have some laughs, you know? So it's really cool. I'm in a really, really good place. Like I was talking to you guys about, like the support system is one, the environment's another, and you know, I'm in a good place also with my coaching business as well. Like my clients are striving, it's really, really going well there. So yeah, I'm in a good place now, and it's very different in terms of mindset as well, because I also don't have any expectation at this show. Other years that might change, but I do notice that even guys that have more pressure, like Quentin, like Morgan, does that to do well, it's still a relaxed environment. It's very chill, it's very friendly, people want to help you. Like, it's not like anything that he needs, anything that I need, we ask each other and then we kind of help each other out, even though we know that we don't want anyone to show up off. We want everyone to be on their best so that we can beat the best version of them, you know? So it's like, that's what's cool. We're not trying to sabotage each other. We're all like trying to make each other better, and whoever wins is going to be really the best bodybuilder, right? So. No, that's it. That was just for fun. Don't want to risk too much. Pushing my luck a little bit. Okay, let's go do one set of leg curls, then we'll call it a day. All right, so we're all done. It was a good workout. We managed to get some good sets in there. Like you guys saw, like there were some that we kind of decided on the fly, okay, we're gonna just switch to something else because you know, we just figured out that we weren't getting more out of the set, more out of the exercise, more so. So we just moved to something else, and but it was good. So we managed to really crush it. I feel good. It was the last one. It was the last one on Canadian soil. Tomorrow we're taking a flight, and it was our last leg day as well. So now we enjoy, we relax, we eat. Yeah, we'll get some training in there, but the last week they're not. It's a lot easier when you have a couple days left, you know, and you have a little bit of food in you. So prep's pretty much over, which is really cool. Like we really managed to get a good look, I think, and now it's just going to get better. Now we're really flat, so we want to just see the body come alive in the next few days, and you guys are going to see all of that. You're going to see, you saw me today, you're going to see me progress, and you're going to see also like how the body changes every day as well, which is going to be really cool for you guys to see. So catch us next time. We're going to go eat, and yeah, follow us along for the rest. That's it.
That's fine, man.
Keep fucking fine, man.